Capricorn, January, you've got the One of Roses, you've got, which is commitment, you've got 37, the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, which is the solar plexus, which is finding your strength and your power, your confidence. And then I drew a relationship card, which could be either romantic or depending, right? This one says codependency, so it really doesn't matter whether it's a romantic relationship or a family relationship or a friend or sibling. There's an issue about codependency affecting your relationship. Codependency is, to be clear, it's when you need someone else to feel or be a certain way, and you're not going to stop until they feel the way you think they should, and vice versa. You need them to be okay. You need them. And no relationship can sustain when you have that, right? You want someone in your life. You shouldn't need someone in your life. If you feel you need someone in your life, it's a really big indication that you haven't dealt with something. It's okay to want help from people. It is not okay to say they are responsible for you. And that's what codependency is. So this is asking you who in your life or what in your life has this codependency issue in this relationship, whatever it is. The One of Roses here, this is commitment. So these kind of tie in together. And the Archangel Chamuel with literally focusing on the center, your core, who you are at your core. So Capricorn January is about, maybe you got a little confused last year. There's so much going on. COVID has rattled your world to your core. And now it's time to get back into, who are you? Are you committed to yourself first and foremost? Because if you commit to yourself and you're strong in who you are, then your relationships will be healthy and you will set good boundaries. And something tells me, because Capricorns, you guys are notorious and all right, good, bad, or indifferent. Your work is almost part of your identity. This is just who you are. You give everything to your career, what you love, that part of you. With that said, your relationships could get a little off kilter, because that's where that balance needs to come in. So your commitment to yourself is fantastic as long as you know who you are in your core and set those boundaries. Then that codependency can go away, because you can slough off anybody that doesn't serve you. You don't have to hold them in your life for any reason if they're not healthy for you. If you're the one that's not being healthy, Spirit's asking you in January to ask where the imbalance is. And that is why we're focusing on the core. Remember, this is a healing year. So week 1, Capricorn, here's your balance. They're right there. And this is the Emperor. That's you showing up. And then the worry. Okay, so the lesson about what is your identity, how are you committed to yourself, and who's involved, who is, messing up this balance. There's your balance. There's your question. Emperor can be overwhelmingly, he's fantastic as he's not just mayor. He's not just, governor. He is the emperor of his entire world, not just a section of it, but he is you think of the overall. So that is you, Capricorn. And if you find the balance, your emperor doesn't have to be negative, and you don't have to get trapped in this feeling of this negativity, because this relationship, whether it's with yourself, is out of balance. This is the getting tied to frustration and, overwhelming, confusion, and just you're trapped. But you can get out of it very easily. But that's why they're asking you to check who you are at your core. They're asking you to just really check into who you are and who you think you are and who you know you are. It's possible you even feel in this relationship, if it's out of balance, that you're feeling like you're being the over-dominant masculine energy in the relationship, which is making you feel like the bad guy. Either way, once you address it, this will clear up. Week 2, Capricorn, we've got the Knight of Swords. So there's some information coming your way. And you're sparring. No, you're defensive. This is defensive. This isn't sparring. This is defensive. And now you got 2 7s. Okay, so now January is a month of aha moments. And it's funny that this actually comes up because the more I look at these 3 sitting together by week 2, Capricorn, your aha moment is coming in the 2nd week of January, because the Knight of Swords is Mr. Information bringer. You know, you know, that cerebral, I get this now, I understand. So some form of understanding is going to come your way. You can defend how you feel about it. This is Mr. Defensive. He's defending what he believes in. Now there's the important thing to say. Whereas like there's that 5 of Swords can be, you know, somebody gets hurt by the fight. And this is just, I'm defending what I believe. So the seven of Wands is defending what you believe. So the information that you get, you understand where you are, you understand who you are, and you can defend it. But this, the 7 of Swords, notice how he's facing right back over to what this guy believes, what you're believing. And if you're not balanced, if you're not in touch and you didn't, you know, go back to committing to yourself, the 7 of Swords is a thief card. He can take that right, your knees, you know, right out from under you in week 3. Or is this week 2? This is week 2. So Capricorn, decide what it is you're going to fight for, what you actually believe, because it looks like some new information is coming in. And be careful. Just be careful. That 7 of Swords suggests that somebody's lying, somebody's not being honest. Hopefully it's not you. Hopefully you're not the one that's not being honest to yourself, because remember, this is about who are you, Capricorn? Where are you going? What are you doing? What is it you really want? It's about being true to yourself. Codependency. That codependency card doesn't have to be necessarily a relationship with somebody else. For some of you it is. And for others of you, this is saying, are you being honest with yourself? Figure out what you believe, best to your knowledge, all the information you have right now, because we do change and morph and grow. But right now, what is it you believe? You can defend it, but just this is the be careful that you're not cheating yourself. So week 3, wow, there's a lot of people getting that card at some point or another. Everybody, and it's a 7. It's a 7. So, all right, Tower, Capricorn, it's irreversible change. You're not going to get out of this one, okay? So you're being called to figure out what you believe, your commitment, who you are, where you're going, what you're doing, what relationships are working, what aren't, what's unbalanced, and the change is happening. Like it or not, here it comes. The King of Cups says that there is somebody in your life that is very helpful, and this should be you for yourself. He's right under Samuel here, so hopefully this is you because of the change. And here's the hope. All of the rest of the year can go so beautifully if you deal with this nonsense January, right? And this is week 3 now. So by week 3, you should kind of be well on your way to having this fixed. All right, so the last week, and that you figured all that out, here's some good King of Rods, some King of Wands action. He's ready to take care of some business. And in fact, he does it so well that he's seeing things, future money from it. You're looking at being savings, long-term goals, long-term things that are going to affect your future in all of the best ways. And it looks like you've got some feminine nurturing energy here to help along the way. So for those of you, this was talking about a partnership. It looks like by the end of the month, if you've taken care of being true to yourself, if you've taken care of not needing someone, but wanting someone in your life, if you figure out who the hell you are at your core, what you believe, and you commit to being your best, truest self, that relationship falls right into place, because here's your partner. If you're not partnered up, this is you figuring it out. Right? So you've got the king of passion, of what it is you want to do and what you want to be in charge of, that even makes you money. It's a legacy, your future here. It's fantastic. And then now you've got the Queen of Cups, which is all about taking care of yourself. So you end January looking pretty darn good, because it looks like you figured it out and you take care of yourself just as you should. All right. I hope that helps, Capricorn. All the best to you, and I see you in February. Take care.